Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. I know I did a video earlier. If y'all haven't seen it yet, after this video, go ahead and check that video. I was speaking about Melissa Lucio, who is supposed to be executed this in a few weeks on April 27th. If y'all go ahead and see that video, y'all go ahead and go look at it after this video, and also go sign the petition so she could get a new trial. So yeah, today my name is Melissa. If you're new here, I am here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, and I speak about true crime, and I am starting to upload on Sundays every other Sunday, and I speak about different topics. So if y'all like any of that or you're interested, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of every time I upload. I like to start my videos with poems, and I also today I'm going to do a serial killers of each state. I'm going to start talking about serial killers from each state, and today I'm going to do Alaska. So Alaska, if you are watching this video, let me know if y'all know about this serial killer. Let me go ahead and start with my poem, and then we go ahead and start with the video. The truth is, a million words cannot bring you back. I know because I have tried. Neither would a million tears. I know because I have cried. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about serial killers, and we're going to start with Alaska. We're going to talk about Robert Henderson. Who's Robert Henderson, you say? Well, let's go see. Sorry guys. Robert Henderson was born in his Easterville, Ohio on February 15th, 1939. The family moved to California in 1942 but returned to Ohio in 1949. Settling in the Pocahontas, Christian Hansen owned a bakery in the town, and Robert was employed at the bakery. In his youth, he was painfully shy, activated with a shouter and surf acne that left him permanently scarred. Not receiving the attention he wanted from the attractive girls in school, Hans grew up hating them and nursing fanatic of cruel revenge. I'm gonna give y'all a warning on this video because I think this video is one of the, I do not remember this case and I forgot, but I'm just gonna give you a warning that there are gonna be stuff sexually assault and everything like that. So if y'all don't like none of that, y'all go ahead and click out of the video and y'all can watch another of my videos, okay? Throughout childhood and adolescence, Hansen was described as being quiet and loner, and he had a difficult relationship with his dominating father. He stayed to practice both hunting and archery, and often found referee in this pastimes. In 1957, Hansen enlisted in the United States Army Reserve and served for 1 year before being discharged. He later worked as an instilling drill instructor at a police academy in Pocahontas, Ohio. There he began in a relationship with a younger woman. He married her in the summer of 1960. On December 7, 1960, Hansen was arrested for burning down the Pocahontas County Board of Education school bus garage. Revenge for his popularity in high school. He served 20 months of 3-year prison sentence in Osama State Penitentiary. During his incarceration, he was diagnosed with manic depression with periodic schizophrenia episodes. The psychiatrist who made the diagnosis noted that Hansen had an inflated personality and was obsessed with getting back at people he felt had wronged him. Henderson's wife failed to divorce while he was incarcerated. Over the few years, Hansen was jailed several times for petty theft. In 1967, he moved to Anchorage, Alaska, with his second wife, whom he had married in 1963, and with whom he had 2 children. In Anchorage, he was well liked by his neighbors and set several local hunting records. In December of 1971, Hansen was arrested twice. First for abducting and attempting to rape undefined housewife, and then for raping undefined sex worker. He pleaded not contest to an assault with a deadly weapon. In the offense involving the housewife, the rape charge involved the sex worker was dropped as part of the plea bargain. Hansen was sentenced to 5 years in prison. After serving 6 months of his sentence, he was placed on a work release program and released to a halfway house. In 1976, Hansen pleaded guilty to legacy after he was caught stealing a chainsaw from an Archery Fred Meyer store. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison and required to receive psychiatric treatment for his bipolar disorder. The Alaska Supreme Court reduced his sentence and he was released with time served. Hansen, believed to have began killing around 1972. His modus operandi was to pick up a sex worker in his car, force her to gunpoint to his home, where he would rape her. He would then fly her out of it to an escalated area and hunt her as if she were wild game before shooting or stabbing her. On June 13th, 1983, Hansen offered 17-year-old Cindy Paulson $200 to perform oral sex. When she got into the car, he pulled out a gun and drove her to his home in Mandaluna. There he held her captive and proceeded to rape and torture her. She later told police that after Hansen chained her by the neck to post in the house a basement, he took a nap on a nearly couch. When he woke up, he opened her in his car and took her to Merrifield Airport, where he told her that he intended to take her out to his cabin, a shack in the Nikki River area of the Machusa-Cetina Valley, accessible only by a boat or a plane. Paulson crouched in the back seat of the car with her wrists cuffed in front of her body, saw a chain to escape when Hansen was busy uploading the cocktail pit of his airplane, a Pit Pratt 18 Super Cup. While Hansen packed was turned, Paulson crawled out of the back seat, opened the driver's side door, and ran towards nearly 6th Avenue. Paulson later told police that she had left her blue sneakers on the passenger side of the floor of the sedan back seat as evidence that she had been in the car. Hansen panicked and chased her, but Paulson made it to the 6th Avenue first and managed to flag down a passing truck. The driver, Robert Young, alarmed by Paulson's disfigured appearance, stopped and picked her up. He drove her to the Musum Inn, where she jumped out of the truck and ran inside. While she pleaded with the clerk to phone her boyfriend at the Big Team Motel, Young continued on the work, where he called the police to report barefoot handcuffed woman. When an Archie Police Department officer arrived in the Musum Inn, they were told that Paulson had taken a cab to the Big Timer Motel. A PD officer arrived at room 110 out of the Big Timer Motel and found Paulson still handcuffed and alone. She was taken to the APD headquarters, where she describes the perpetrator. Hansen, when questioned by APD officer, denied the occasion, stating that Paulson was just trying to cause trouble for him because he would not pay her extremity demands. Although Hansen had several prior runs in with the law, his meek demeanor and humble reputation as a baker, along with the alibi from his friend John Hemming, kept him from being considered a serious suspect. Detective Glenn Flosh, the Alaska State Troopers, had been part of team investigating the discovery of several bodies in and around a ranger swore in the Messier-Susan Valley area. The first of the bodies was found by construction worker near Electon Road. The body, dubbed Electon Annie by investigator, has never been undefined. Later that year, the body of Joanna Messier was discovered in a grave pit near Sabrin in 1982. The remains of 23-year-old Shay Mora were discovered in shallow grave near the Unique River. Flood believed all three women had been murdered by the same perpetrator. Flood contacted Federal Bureau of Investigation Special Agent John Douglas and requested to help with the offender profile. Based on the three recovered bodies, Douglas thought the killer would be an experienced hunter with low self-esteem, have a history of being rejected by women, and will feel compelled to keep souvenirs of his murder, such as his victim jewelry. He also suggests that the assailant may stutter using the profile. Flood investigating police suspects until he reached Hansen, who fit the profile and owned a plane. Supported by Paulson in testimony in Douglas' profile, Flood and the APD secured warrant to search Hansen's plane, vehicles, and home on October 27 of 1983. Investigator uncovered jewelry belonging to some of the missing women, as well as an area of firearms and corner hideaway of Hansen attic. Also found was an pneumatic charge with 37 little X marks on it, hidden behind Hansen's headboard. Many of these marks match the site where prior bodies had been found. Others were discovered later at the locations marked on Henderson's murder map. When confronted with the evidence found in his home, Hansen denied it as long as he could, but he eventually began to blame the woman and tried to justify his actions. Eventually confessing to each item of evidence it was presented to him, he admitted to a spree of attacks against Alaskan women starting in 1971. Hansen's earliest victims were girls or young women, usually between age 16 to 19, and not prostitutes, unlike the victims who led his discovery. Unknown victims. Hansen is unknown to have raped and assaulted over 30 Alaskan women and to have murdered at least 17 ranging in age from 16 to 41. Those with the beside their star beside they found were found with the help of Henderson after his arrest. I'm not gonna be saying their names just because, or well, you know, yeah, I am. So victim's name: Kayleen Beth, 17. Day missing, December 22, 1971. Day found, December 25th, 1971. Hansen denied killing her, but is suspected because of an X on his map that he had. They assume it was him who did it. Sabina Minikier. She went missing July 7th, 1973. The date that they have found that she was found is unknown. Hansen also denied killing her, but is suspected because of the X as well. The other victim is Maria Caitlin Trill. She went missing on July 5th, 1975. Found, we don't know. Hansen denied killing her as well, but like I said, the X assumed that he was the killer. Erika Annie, 16 to 25. She went missing. Oh, the other one was, she was 22. Mary was 22. Between November 79 to July 1980. Her body was found July 1980. She had been stabbed in the back by the time her body was discovered in a swallow grave of Olika Lake Road. It had been particularly eaten by wild animals. Joanna Messier, 24. She went missing May 19th, 1980, and she was found July 1980. Her badly decomposed body was found in a grass pit. Roseanne Eastland, 24. She went missing June 28th, 1980. They do not know when her body was found. Hansen confessed to killing her, but her body was never found. So her body still has not been found to this day. Lisa Fairchild, 41, September 6, 1980. Her body was found May 1984. Her body was found just south of Old Meekley Bridge. The other one is Sherry Murr, 23. She went missing November 17, 1981. She was found September 12, 1982. She was found in a shallow grave in bank of Nico River. She had been shot in the back, but there were not bullet holes in her clothing, suggesting she had been shot while nude and then redressed before being buried. Andrea Fish, she was 22, went missing December 2nd, 1981. Her body still has not been found. Henderson comes to killing her, but her body was never found. The other one is Susan Luna, 23, May 26, 1982. Her body was found April 24th, 1983. She was stripped, nude, and forced to run through the forest while Hansen hunted her like an animal. She was shot to death. Robin Pelicat, 19. They don't know the day she went missing, but her body was found April 1984. Her undefined was discovered via forensic technology on October 2021. Before her identification, she was nicknamed Horse Heritage. Dylan Sugar Frey, 20. They don't know when she went missing. Her body was found August 20th, 1985, her body was found by a pilot testing new tires on the sandbar of the Kinney River. Paula Gilder, 25. She went missing April 25th of 1983, and her body was found September 2nd, 1983. She was found in solid grave in the bank of the Kinney River. She had been shot in the back, but there were no bullet holes in her clothing, suggesting she had been nude and then dressed. Cindy Paulson, 17, June 13, 1983. She did survive. She was kidnapped, tortured, and raped before she managed to escape, so she did survive. Melina Lesson, 25. She went missing June 1981 and April 24th of 1983. Wait, is this where the... Ooh. Her body was found April 24, 1983. Teresa Washington, 22, missing April 29, 1983, and found April 26, 1984. Angela Ferrin, 24, Ferry, 1983, April 26, 1983. Her body was found. Her body was found on, I don't even know, it doesn't say where. Timer Tenny, person 20, went missing August 1982, and her body was found April 29, 1984. Of these 7 women, Sands was only formally charged with the murders of 4. Sherry, Joanna, Alikan, Paula. He was also charged with kidnapping and rape of Cindy Paulson. Once arrested, Henderson was charged with assault, kidnapping, and multiple weapon offense, theft, and insurance fraud. The last charge was related to a claim filed with the insurance company over a illegally theft of some trophies he used to proceed to purchase his plane. A trial, he claimed he later recovered the trophies in his backyard but forgot to inform the insurance. Hansen entered into a plea bargain after plastics tests returned a match between bullets found in the crime scene and Hansen's rifle. He pled guilty to 4 homicides. The police had evidence for more, mentioned Gilding and Ikwani and provide details about his other victims. In return for serving his sentence in federal prison, along with no publicly in the press. Another condition of the plea bargain was his participation in dispriming the marking on his evasion map and locating his victim body. Hansen confirmed the police theory of how the women were abducted, adding that he would sometimes let a potential victim go if she conceived him that she would not report into police. He indicated he had begun killing in the early 1970s. Hansen showed investigators 7 grave sites in around south central Alaska, where of which were unknown to investigators. They remained marks on his map that he refused to give up, including their 3 in Recession Bay near Swat. Authorities suspect 2 of these marks belong to the graves of Mary Tyrrell and Megan Mina, whom Hansen has denied killing. The remains of approximately 12 victims were exhumed by police and returned to their families. Hansen was sentenced to 461 years in prison without the possibility of parole. He was first imprisoned at the United States Penitentiary in Leesburg and Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. In 1988, he was returned to Alaska and briefly incarcerated at Lemon Creek Connection Center in Joanna. He was also imprisoned at the Spring Creek Connection Center and swore until 2014. He was transported to the Accordion Connection Complex for health reasons. Hans died on August 21st, 2014 at age 75 at Alaska's Religion Hospital in Anchorage due to natural cause from lingering health conditions. So that is the story of this crazy piece of crap. They didn't mention anything about his second wife, and I did actually seen this video of Bailey. Y'all go see her YouTube videos. I'll put her name on the description below, but y'all need to go see her video. She is so amazing. She does videos on Mondays, Makeup Mondays, and then she does on Thursdays. She does also do videos. Y'all go see her. She's amazing. But she did a video on this case. She probably did a little bit better than me. to be honest with you, I'm still getting used to. Sorry guys, I'm still getting used to uploading videos and talking and everything. And I'm really not good at English. You know, I can't pronounce certain words. Hey, I'm here. But yeah, she does speaks a little bit more, and but everything like that. But yeah, goes. I don't know where his second wife was in the whole situation. I don't know if she knew. I think Bailey. It says in Bailey's video. She does her. I think his wife, when he was committing these murders, she was never there. She was always somewhere else. Like, but I do not know. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm watching the video, but something in my fingers is driving me crazy, and I'm trying to get it off. But yeah, guys, I will see y'all Friday with a new video. So y'all enjoy your day.